Buying a plot can be easy or maybe a tedious task sometimes, especially when you have so many real estate companies, agents, landowners, and even sometimes so-called landlords all calling to buy their properties. Getting the land is the easiest part, but owning the land with genuine documentation is the problem. We have seen unprecedented court cases of people going to court to settle land issues. If you're looking to buy a plot or a built home with no risk of stress, guys, look for the right real estate company. At EJ Investments, we don't just sell plots, we build communities, where any plot you buy from us comes with access to water, electricity, internal roads, and other social amenities. We guarantee you genuine contract documentations the moment you pay a deposit and a complete handover of your title deeds as soon as completing payment. We currently operate 3 projects in strategic locations, selling service plots and built homes in our estate 2 Jering Seafront, Sanyang Seaview Estate, and our Gunjur C4 Coastal Highway Estate. Our plots are affordable. From only $90,000, you can own a home at our Gunjur C4 Coastal Highway Estate. And from $200,000, you can own a home of your dream at our Sanyang Seaview and Lakeview Estate. Our 2 Jering Seafront Estate starts from $300,000. Plot sizes ranges from 20 by 20, 20 by 25, and 25 by 25. And we offer an option of 30% deposit and 2-year payment plans on our estates. A beautiful home with peaceful and happy neighborhood awaits you at our project 2 Jering Seafront Estate, Sanyang Seaview and Lakeview Estate and Gunjur C4 Coastal Highway Estate. Call our office on 4464-838 or 302-1056, which is also on WhatsApp. Email us or visit our website on ejinvestments.net to learn more about our projects. EJ Investments, we're fast in property.
Welcome back to updates of the Aprc Congress in Bwiam. This is the Kerr Fatou crew as well. We are, any moment from now, we will leave these premises to go to the main ground for the Congress, that is the Fatima Senior Secondary School. That is the ground designated to host these important congresses of the Aprc. Now, the leader of the party is here, Fabakary Tombong Jatta. Mr. Jatta, you are setting out for an all-important meeting to preside over as head of your party. How is your feeling this morning?
I'm thankful to Allah and, of course, to our Aprc ministers around the country. Under very challenging times, we had delegates from all over the country, that's across the country. And as the apex body of the party, then we have the opportunity to map out strategies for our party for the next 1-2 years that will be unveiled at the Congress.
You are in a hurry, but summarily, what would be your message?
My message to the delegates, as usual, Aprc, peace and love, no stress, work hard to better the lives of the Gambian people.
Thank you very much for now.
Thank you.
We will leave you now to enjoy the Aprc preparations convoy of the party leader Fabakary Tombong Jatta and senior officials of the party as we now head towards the Fatima Senior Secondary School, where thousands and thousands of party supporters are based, eager to hear from the man who is now in charge of the party leading up to the 2021, who are always eager to show their loyalty and service to the party and its leader, as usual. Now you are seeing the pictures of the column of people approaching the outskirts of the Fatima Secondary School. The party supporters and faithfuls are delighted to see they're waving at the party leader and his convoy and wishing the party all the best of success. Well, here we are inside Fatima Senior Secondary School, the venue for this great meeting that is about to happen here. This is the official arrival ceremony of the party. So that is the conference hall we are now about to enter. As you can see now, the party leader and his convoys have arrived, and here in the hall we found senior officials of the party militants and supporters, and drummers and singers are all here. Here comes the interim leader, Fatou, who had already spoken to us, saying that this is going to be a day that he is happy about, not least because he said, even under all circumstances, difficult circumstances, the party had survived, and the militants have still continued to put their trust in the party. Now, this is we are in the midst of the crowd. Everybody is now to their feet, greeting the leader of the party, Babakari Tombonjata, as he heads into this big, huge hall here at Fatima. He has prepared to address delegates. Well, as customary of Aprc, of course, this is not going to be any mean affair. Very colorful. I can see delegates all over from all over the country, all the regions in the country. And now we have come to the high table. I can see very colorfully dressed high table of party officials standing and taking their position as they wait for the arrival of the party leader, Babakari Tombo, who is now greeting delegates, or some of the delegates he can bring to, from where he will go to the podium. Yeah. Bakari is still greeting people. He will now be mounting the podium to join other party officials who are already at the high table for exchange of pleasantries before he takes his seat. Quite an impressive gathering and quite an impressive event in the life of the democracy of the Gambia. People who have been observing the democratic scene said this event is very, very much a testimony.
After let me first introduce the party leader, the Right Honorable Alhaji Babakari Tombonjata, the party leader of the Aprc. I equally have the privilege and honor to introduce to you the first deputy party leader, Usman Rambo Jata. Next is the second deputy Party Leader, Honorable LSP Kun. I also have the privilege to invite the only general in terms of politics, Mobilizer General Alhaji Yakuba Koli. The rest of the executive members, please can you rise for your party militants and the distinguished invitees to see you. You may all rise at once. Thank you. We are also grateful to have a representative of the chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission in the person of Bwiam and his colleagues. Mr. Jan, you may rise. On the other hand, you are aware that APRC, when we were planning for this Congress, we thought it fitting that of all the political parties that exist in the Gambia, it's mandatory on us to invite them to come and grace the opening of this Congress. We are really grateful and happy to note that some key parties have actually hailed to this invitation. I will begin by introducing the delegation from the PPP, headed by Momadou Seni Bari. Next is Usman Sajo from the PPP. May I implore on you, the APRC militants, these are our distinguished invitees. I want to hear a loud round of applause when I call their names, please. We invited them, they took the trouble to come and grace our Congress. We owe it to them to make them feel at home. We owe it to them to let them recognize that we appreciate their coming. So next time round, I call their names. I want to hear a big round of applause from the militants. Next is Tijan Cham from the PPP. And the last name from the PPP delegation is Kausu Boja. Another delegation from the GPDP, which is headed by John Andrews Mendy. John Andrews Mendy is accompanied by my own younger brother, Lamin Jausin Jawara. And last on the list of the GPDP is Ndao. Another political party, this time round, I will do it the other way around, and the reasons are best known to me. And provided by the time I finish introducing the person, you will all agree with me why I did it that way. We have a delegation of the United Democratic Party, and the party leader, our party leader can attest that he showed interest in coming here in person and not delegating. But because of other state matters, he have no choice, he have to delegate. The national executive members are a witness when he sent an envoy to communicate to our party leader, showing interest in coming to grace this occasion. But as I said earlier on, due to some other state matters, he is not with us here. But notwithstanding, he is ably represented. The first person I'm going to introduce is a dear friend and a dear brother of mine, who is the spokesperson of the United Democratic Party in the person of Almame Funding Tal. I said in my introduction, I'm not going to introduce the team leader, and I have reasons for doing so. And the reasons are, first I will start telling you who this team leader is. Honorable Alhaji Keba Kebaro is one of my mentors in youth work. This started way back in 1988 when I was going to school. He groomed me into youth work when I never thought that I will be in politics. Then already he was in politics. But what we were doing at the time have nothing to do with politics, because if it had connection with politics, I was then not a youngster supporting the political party of his ideology. But I am always proud to introduce him before any gathering because of what he inculcated in me. If I don't do so, I'm not doing justice to him. Again, at Parliament, he happens to be the majority leader of the Gambian National Assembly. Again, we are in different political parties, but as any National Assembly member, they all know that we share a relationship that people begin to wonder what is actually binding these two people. I may have a lot to say as far as our individual relationship is concerned, but that is not what the Congress is all about. But I want to give you a gist of what binds me with the current majority leader of the Gambian National Assembly. On that note, I want to inform the majority leader, our party leader, national executive members, our distinguished delegates, our distinguished invitees, that the Honorable Alhaji Kebaro ably represents the leader of the United Democratic Party in this Congress. I also want to recognize the presence of the family of our Supreme Leader, His Excellency Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh Babili Mansa. He is not in our midst. He may not be in our midst physically, but spiritually he is with us. But he is equally ably represented by the family members led by Ansu Jammeh. That was a rundown of our invited guests. We are expecting other political party reps. That is the National Reconciliation Party, NRP, People's Democratic Organization for Independence and Socialism, DOI, Gambia Democratic Congress, GDC. Actually, I received a call some 30 minutes ago, and the information is that any moment from now, they will be with us. We are equally expecting the party leader of the Gambia Moral Congress, GMC. On that note, I now want to invite Imam Sise to lead us in the Muslim prayers. After a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. For the our homeland, we strive and walk and pray, that all may live in unity, freedom and peace each day. Let justice guide our actions towards a common good, and join our diverse people to prove man's brotherhood. We pledge our firm allegiance, our promise we renew. Keep us, great God of nations, to the Gambia ever true. Imam.
Aprc! بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته الحمد لله الحمد لله كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم بسم الله ذي الشحن عظيم البرهان شديد السلطان لا إله إلا الله الحليم الكريم ما شاء الله لا إله إلا الله ما شاء الله كان أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم سبحان الله رب العرش العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث اللهم اذهب عنا الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن أعوذ بالله من الفتن أعوذ بالله من البلاء أعوذ بالله من المصيبة أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم اللهم احفظ بلادنا غامبي وسائر بلاد المسلمين اللهم احفظ بلادنا غامبي وسائر بلاد المسلمين اللهم أعنا ولا تعن علينا وانصرنا ولا تنصر علينا وامكر لنا ولا تمكر بنا واهدنا ويسر الهدى لنا يا رب العالمين اللهم انصرنا على كل من بغى علينا اللهم إنا نجعلك في نهورهم ونعوذ بك من شرورهم بسم الله والحمد لله وحسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث أخسنا جزى الله عنا سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ما هو أهله لا إله إلا الله الملك الحق المبين يا تواب يا غفور يا رحيم يا لطيف سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم اللهم ارزقنا التوفيق اللهم ارزقنا التوفيق اللهم ارزقنا التوفيق والإخلاص والدوام النعم وحسن الختام اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية والمعافاة دائما في الدين والدنيا برحمتك يا رب العالمين أستغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم اللهم ارزقنا التوفيق والسلامة وحسن الختام والصلاح يتبعه النجاح والفلاح اللهم زد علينا من فضلك وانصر علينا من رحمتك وانزل علينا من بركاتك يا حي يا قيوم أخسنا يا الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد أعوذ بالله من شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر كل حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والأنبياء والحمد لله رب العالمين لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر ولله الحمد
Jerejef Imam, thank you very much, Imam. At this juncture, I want to announce the arrival of the leader of the National Convention Party, NCP, in the person of Majanko Samusa, a nominated member of the Gambia National Assembly. Thank you, Honorable. You're highly welcome. I now call on Lucy to lead us in Christian prayers.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth. As it is in heaven, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evils. Amen. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Oh, Father, Lord, our God, I ask you to bless this gathering, Lord. Protect each and every militant that is around here, Lord. Guide our militants to be able to do their things in the right way, Father, Lord. Father, Lord, I ask you to protect our leaders. Father, Lord, in your name we answered. In your name we bow. I pray that each and every human that is gathered here today, you protect him or her in his coming in and his going out. Father, Lord, we pray that whatever is about to hinder this gathering, oh Lord, we destroy it by the Holy Ghost fire, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name I pray.
May the Almighty Allah accept our prayers. At this juncture, I want to introduce another prominent figure who is Mr. Abdoulaye Sallah, one-time Secretary General and Cabinet to the former President, Minister responsible for Presidential Affairs of the former President. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished invitees, I don't have a speech that will consume your time, but I just want to reflect on key issues that I want to share with you before I officially invite the West Coast Regional Chairman, who will be deputized by the Vice Chairperson, Mr. Karamo Koli. I want us all to reflect our memories as to what led to our convergence here. We all remember that in July 22nd, 1994, a young lieutenant at the age of 30 took the mantle of leadership of this country by overthrowing the PPP government. He served 2 years, and before the end of his 2-year term, which was a request by the Gambian people that he must step down after 2 years. Initially, his itinerary was 4 years, he goes back for the barracks. A consultation was made across the country. Gambians all agreed to say 2 years is enough, we want to go back to elections, we elect our leader. It was you, maybe not you directly. When I say you, it was your elders, your ancestors, your fathers, your grandfathers, who came together to say, you must undress and we vote you in. Resign from the military, we want you to continue the good work that you started in this country. This is what led. This is what led to his resignation from the Gambian National Army and contested the 1996 elections, of which Gambians voted him with overwhelming majority, and he was the first elected president of the Second Republic. He is also the founding father of this party. I will not do justice if I don't introduce him to you, the delegates. Though he is not here physically, but spiritually, like I said earlier on, he is in our meeting. Who is that person? He is His Excellency, Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jame Babili Mansi. I really, on behalf of the current leader, who is Right Honorable Alhaji Fabakari Tombong Jata, all the invited political parties that have to come to grace this occasion, we really appreciate your coming, and we are grateful, we are humble. We pray that this be the spirit within the political parties that operates in the Gambia. I keep saying, and I will keep saying, and I will always say it. Divergence in political opinion does not divide us. We have a way out. Our ways or our means, our manifestos, our plans differ. But the bottom line is each political party, your number one interest is to serve the interests of the people of the Gambia. So why should we divide? Should we be divided? Why should we accept ourselves to be divided? It's the Gambia we have, it's the Gambia we see, and it's our collective responsibility to nurture the peace and stability that exists in the Gambia. It's a duty to every Gambian. Therefore, I urge us all to nurture it. I urge us all to be each other's keeper. When that happens, we will get the Gambia that we want for Gambians. And at the end of the day, we will be seen serving each other's interests. We will be seen, but first putting the interests of the nation before our selfish interests. On that note, our distinguished invitees, we are here on time. And definitely, once again, I salute you for being here on time, for respecting the invitation of the APRC and coming to grace the Congress of the APRC with APRC militants. But again, I want to remind myself and remind the young ones that this is not the first time the APRC party is coming up with a Congress. If you look at the logo behind the executive here, it stated the 6th National Congress of the APRC. On that note, I now have the singular honor and privilege to invite the representative of the chairman of West Coast Region, who will be ably deputized by the vice chairman in the person of Karamo Koli.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. On behalf of my able chairman Ibrahima Solomon Mare, please allow me to give my welcoming remarks. Honorable Fabakary Jatta, APR. Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, APRC Interim Party Leader. Mr. Usman Rambo Jatta, First Deputy Interim Party Leader and Congress Chairman. Honorable Bori Koli, Second Interim Deputy Party Leader. APRC National Executive Members, our able National Assembly members and other Assembly members here present, councillors, representatives, Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, political parties here present, representatives of the Consular and Diplomatic Corps, my fellow regional chairpersons, delegates, press here present, dynamic personnel of the high table, and other significant protocol respectively observed with due honor and sincerity, I greet you all in the name of Almighty Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Oh, good afternoon to you, to all of you. Mr. Chairman and fellow delegates, first and foremost, let me begin by expressing my profound gratitude to the former president, founder, and leader of APRC Party, His Excellency, said Professor Dr. Yaya A.J.J. Jammeh, my most honorable, true citizen of Republic, sample of a generation for transforming our great motherland, the Gambia. How that he is admired by all good citizens of the country, patriotic young men and women whose grip on him shall never be loosened. Mr. Chairman and fellow delegates, His Excellency, said Professor Dr. Alhaji Yaya A.J.J. Jammeh, deserve to be preserved and protected for the good of our country and its people at all times. My most honorable, Your Excellency, said Professor Alhaji Yaya A.J.J. Jammeh, the stage is set for the APRC party to move forward and never retreat. We are citizens who love our country and never shall exchange it for anything else. My most honorable, said Professor Dr. Alhaji Yaya A.J.J. Jammeh, how we admire your qualities and gave you a part in our heart, like all good people would, to emulate the best. You are, Your Excellency, the type of leader Gambians must hold firm and never let loose. Mr. Chairman and fellow delegates, I am very much delighted to stand in this August gathering to express my emotional move in welcoming you all to West Coast Region, Bwiam, Fonyi Kansala, for the 6th APRC Congress, which I have no doubt that The Congress will be participatory, interactive, fruitful, to the best interest of all of us. As we all know, for peace and loving people, and also we supersede the interests of our party first, as it is bigger than all of us. Furthermore, I will not do justice if I don't recognize the tireless effort of our national and regional executive committees and other structures for their pivotal role in steering the affairs of our political mandates and fulfilling our responsibilities and duties towards the development of our great APRC party. Mr. Chairman, when a woman rejects a man of vision and accepts a man with television, she will end up watching the man of vision on our own husband's television. Don't judge him by his vision, because a man is growing in life is more important than his present condition. Mr. Chairman, this is the scenario happening in the Gambia. The visionary man has already left. In conclusion, Mr. Chairman, I would finally advise all of the participants to exercise patience, discipline, respect for one another's opinions, and safeguard the unity and progress, and interest of our great APRC party at all times without any reservation. I wish you all a successful Congress and enjoy the good atmosphere of our region. Long live Sec Professor Yaya AJJ Jammeh, the visionary leader. Long live APRC political party. Long live unity, progress of our great APRC party. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ala barakatuh.
Thank you very much. That was the statement from the Vice Chairperson of the host region, which is West Coast, in the person of Mr. Karamo Koli. Let me also seize the privilege to introduce to this August gathering our representatives from the diaspora. I will start with our representative from the United States of America, in the person of Omar Jallo Fulani Tukulo. Can you rise? We also have a representative of the UK chapter in the person of Lamin Badi. Thank you very much. In my introductory remarks, it was a deliberate move, but my leader is not comfortable. He thought maybe for one other reason, I have forgotten, but I haven't forgotten. Because I know people outside this hall wouldn't know what happened here without having them in our midst. I was going to delay the process, maybe till the closing, and introduce them or greet them officially on his behalf and on behalf of the APRC militants. But he's not comfortable with that. So as a result, I want to say we highly recognize and appreciate the coming of all the press, be it print, electronic, or TV stations. We appreciate your coming and we thank you sincerely for gracing the occasion. I now have the honor to invite the Mobilizer General of the APRC in the person of Yankuba Koli to read his statement.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين. The APRC interim party leader Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, the first deputy party leader Honorable Usman Rambo Jatta, the second interim party leader, Bori LSP Koli, the chairman, West Coast Region, the National Executive Committee, the Regional Executive Committees, and Ward Committees, our invited guests from all other political parties, our brothers from the diaspora, our Yaikumpins, our youths, the IEC, all other protocols respectfully observed. Honestly, I am touched. But I cannot go further without saying thank you to His Excellency, the former President of the Republic of the Gambia, who is no other than Alhaji Dr. Sheikh Professor Yaya A.K.A. Distinguished delegates and invitees, today is another day in the history of our great party, the APRC. Like I said, Congress is nothing new to us. If you could recall, we did our last one in Kanilai, and today we are in Bwiam. And I am sorry that we are in this hall. Some may say that we are broke. That's the reason why we are here. But I say no. The more people you have, the richer you are. APRC is nothing less than 200,000 militants and supporters. I know if any one of us contributes, even $10, we will be in 2 million, in the millions. So then we are not a poor party. But we will continue to ask government that we are also Gambians. Let them consider us like they are considering others. Let them try to release what is not owned by the former president. if the coalition government can come less than 2 years and have so many pickups, new vehicles, new Pajeros and whatever, I see no reason why APRC with 20 years cannot even get a scrap vehicle. I'm happy that our brothers and colleagues are around, and I think they will definitely extend our message to them that we need our properties. We have broad daylight kicked out of our office with our equipment. We still have our air conditions, our security, light, everything that we have into that office is still in that office, and they are denying us to get it. Our vehicles, some were donated by private citizens of this country. But JRTS is here. They can go to their archives and they will see it. That there are individual businessmen who came out to donate those vehicles to us, of which I was in present. And they handed over to the then president, who is our party leader. And I don't know why should those vehicles be still kept with the government. We said to them, we wrote to the president, we wrote to the government, we talked to the president directly, and still we cannot acquire our things, and we are Gambians. For one thing, I will assure the crowd and the people who are here that the message that we drive from our leader, Sir Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jammeh, he said, let us all the time encourage our members not to involve in anything that would be destructive to this country. He asked us to warn our militants, and I think you people are adhering to the advice that we are giving you, that no insult. Don't insult any president. This is why we are talking about it. Don't insult Barrow. He's our president. So we are talking about it. And we want everybody to adhere to that principle. And that's what the leader is telling us. This is why even they call strikes, let's go out and do that, we'll advise our people to stay. But for us, we are not up to that. We will fight through the ballot box, and inshallah we'll come back to power. That's the belief that we have. So APRC, keep the spirit. Let us fight together, but in peace and respect. That's what we believe in, and that's our motto. You cannot beautify this country, and come back and destroy it. It will not be part of that. We got our belief that this country, anything beautiful in this country, is His Excellency, Sir Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya A.J. Jammeh. And we want to ask National Assembly also, please tell Mr. President, the projects that he is claiming to own is ours. We build the roads approved by our National Assembly. The Blamenkoto Pasamas Road, it is approved by the 10 majority leader, Honorable Fabakary Monjata and the rest of our National Assembly. The conference hall, even the extension that is going to happen on the Senegambia Highway was completely done because the OIC, I was a witness because I was the one tasked to rename the place to OIC, IOC rather. So please, the projects that were done by us, let them give us, at least a tap on the back to say thank you. We believe in governments come and go, and there must be continuity. You start something, somebody completes it. We believe in that, and we thank him for completing the projects that we put in place and some of our policies that are on the ground. And we are still grateful that they are still taking from us the quality people that we have for them to work for them. So we are happy. APRC is a quality party. So we're thanking everybody. I will not waste your time. But you know, little I cry, but I keep my emotion because I don't want to cry today. I'm very happy. I'm happy on the attendance, and I'm happy the way we are moving as political parties. That now we are seeing each other as brothers, and that should be. We are brothers. If you go to UDP, you'll find a family of one of us. If you come to APRC, it's the same. So I think the Gambia don't need that hassle on to each other. So on that note, once again, I must say thank you to everybody for responding to the call. I thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much. That's the mobilizer general, Alhaji Yakuba Koli. Next on my list, I have the goodwill message by the second deputy party leader, Honorable Bori LSB Koli.
Thank you very much, MC. Since time will not allow us, let me be precise. Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, Party Leader, APRC. National Election Commission, Mr. Njai, present. IEC, PPP representative here. GP, DP representative here, my landed friend Honorable Alma Metal, spokesperson UDP, Honorable Alaji Keba Baro, UDP leader, representing the UDP party leader, Honorable Majanko Samusa, NCP party leader, the Jammeh family represented by Honorable Ansumana Jammeh, Mr. Abdullah Salah, former Secretary General, the diaspora representatives US, UK, press, delegates, and all other protocols respectfully observed. My role here is a simple one, and that is to read the goodwill messages from US, APRC US branch. And it reads, APRC US branch goodwill message to the APRC National Congress held in Bwiam, Ifonyi, Kansala district from the 14th to the 16th December 2018. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. The chairperson, the National Party leader and founder, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yaya AJJ Jammeh Babilimansa. The interim party leader, Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, the former majority leader and party leader of APRC. Members of the entire executive committee here present. Members of parliament, both present and past and present. Councillors, past and present. Former ministers, past and present. The former Lord Mayor, the former regional governors, the councillors, council chairpersons, delegates and other invited guests, members of the press, all other protocols respectfully observed. The APRC US branch, under the dynamic leadership of Alhaji Gabriel Fadia and its entire membership represented here by two of his members, in the passing of Omar, better known as Fulani, and Pa Ibuge. Have the honor to be accorded the opportunity to be part of the congressional meeting being held here in the Bwiam from the 14th to the 16th of December 2018. We, the Aprc, militants in the USA, are very delighted and energized by the very way we have been given the opportunity to be part of this democratic moment, and as well as to be part of all the past and present political activities in our great party, whether big or small. It is evident that the Aprc USA branch is one of the first and the strongest branches in the diaspora, depriving its membership from the 50 states of the United States of America. Over the years, the branch has done so many complementary efforts of the party under the dynamic leadership of his able former President, His Excellency Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yaya AJJ Jammeh, Babili Mansa, the architect of the builder of modern Gambia. It is also wisely acknowledged that the same spirit continues with the current dispensation under the interim leadership of Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta. And we will leave no stone unturned to see that the party is successful and continues to consolidate its gigantic achievement that has been registered over the past years. For decades, the USA branch has manifested great sense of patriotism in supporting and defending the programs and activities of the party by providing election materials such as t-shirts, banners, pen, badges, etc. The branch had also invested heavily on social media to defend and promote the principles of the party. It is with such efforts that Gambia One Radio was launched in the United States to promote the Aprc agenda, at the same time defending the records of the party. The branch has also, numerous occasions, raised funds towards the achievement of the party. We therefore applaud the efforts of the party under the interim leadership of Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta and his entire executive members, and wish to pledge our full support to make sure that the party brings back those glory days where every Gambian will be proud to call the Gambia home. This includes joining the executive and the thousands of the patriotic Gambians calling for the return of the former president, His Excellency, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yaya AJJ Jammeh Babili Mansa. I thank you all for your kind attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the second Deputy Party Leader, Honorable Bori LSP Koli. We are now trying to see how we can do justice to other conference delegates, because we have, going by the list, we have 2 more individuals before we break. So I want to implore on you, distinguished invitees, to allow me summarize the goodwill message that was read here by Honorable Bori LSP Koli in one key local language. I will choose to do it in Mandinka for the benefit of all. Membota diabo la jang wale mo Honorable Bori LSP Koli ay kibaro men tambindi jang aya bondinang na APRC kafo membe America ila nyaton kaya toyala memu Alhaji Jibril Fadiati. Ako nyinketa e kontane kubati ka kontondiro tambindi ni mola miya lonko wole nyimpati nyaton kaya wole nyimpati wala fondo mangolo wole mujumati His Excellency Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh Babili Mansa. Ako abe kontondiro fana tambindila ning miya lonko bi APRC la nyaton kaya be wole bulu mom honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatati aning ala committee ba aning ala député wol men ya lon ko wolle be député bungoto APRC la ministre lu kunum APRC la député lu kunum APRC la mayor lu kunum APRC la regional governor lu kunum APRC la councilor lu kunum aning bi aning APRC la tombo molu men ya lon ko wolle be sidi ñi bungoto jang akabe kontondiro fana futandi la kibari bungol la protocole lu akaba futandi la mobo la me ya lon ko yetele kumandi kanajang e alhaji Jibril Fadia ko abe kontondiri bunya dan na sino mo futandi lemba ako APRC USA branch me ya lon ko mela nyaton kaya wolem alhaji Jibril Fadia ako ila kafo min dangoto jang mo fula wolle be jang itoyala wole mo Omar Diallo ika komandi fulani tukulor la anin pa Ibu Gueye wolle tiketo kuntunan kabo America kana mabe nyimbengola APRC America toyala ako akete sewo bati kakafu moluma nyimbengola mi ya nonko wole be kering Bwiam sansa wala jang kabo kunu tata fo sam ako iton mi ya nonko iton lebe America wati o wati ika sawarile pour ka jeko ibe lola APRC koma ka makoy ala politiko la tamandiri nyato akombenga nyilon ko APRC America branch wolem kafoti me alonko kafufolo anu kafufolo wolem kafufoloti atelan kafufonanti me alonko America je awarata kafolu beti ako santambilalu wati o wati ibe detari nyola ka demaro di na nyaton ko me alon ko wole be nun jang men gata no his excellency president Jameti ala banko la tamandini nyala aning ala mirol aning ala hamen ko la pour ka banko nyaton kaya wati o wati to lota nun ka wode marodi ako adum manfili ko wode mari kilingo ka men dinu president Jamela hani bi i continue ta ka wode marole di honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatala ani mol men ya lonko ay wolle nyaton kaya APRC kafoto pour ka jako ila mirolu ani la hamen na kolu ila fitam men na politiko la karola pour ka je e ko sotono ako woto APRC America wati o wati e be lola le ka jako ye tewositi kama ko erodi kabrin tisatol la karola banalu bajolu ani fengo femme yalo ka be kala APRC la taman seroti ibe lola wati wati ka de marodi akawali atinna itol natana lo ka radio londi e ka menfo Gambia One Radio ya radio nyin ya launch num America banko kan adu radio aka tamandiro menke wala mo APRC patio ala nyatota yo ansela moy ali la moy nse continue ali la moy kibarola atolle atinna mba foka nyinkamola pour alfana sa moy men fota ako radio la lo kamo muneti ka APRC la tamandiro makoy amanda wala ka jego kibari na dita me ya lonko abe APRC tinyala e tol se loka wo kibaro bay ka APRC la kol fasa ne radio lo wole kamba ako woto wo kamala ebe continue la kaje ko demaro nyanta mendi la Fabakary tombonna la committee la wo demaro nyimbe continue la fo wati o wati nin kumu nyina mu kuma kangalti men ya lon ko wala ko tan na APRC America banko kan akibaro nyimme ya futandima wala mo honorable Alhaji Bori LSB quality Sani I said it earlier on that we are expecting the presence of the leader of the National Convention Party. Thank God he came, you received him, and you gave him a standing ovation. We are now witnessing the arrival of the party leader of the Gambia Democratic Congress in the person of Honorable Mama Kande. He just arrived. Okay, going by the list, I now have the honor and the privilege to invite the first deputy party leader, Usman Rambo Jata, to read his statement.
Assalamu alaikum Jamaatul Muslimun. Your Excellencies, the interim party leader, Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta, the second interim deputy party leader, Honorable Bolikoli, the National Mobilizer General, Alhaji Yankuba Kekendo Koli, members of the National Executive Committee of the APRC, the APRC National Assembly members, APRC area councillors, the former APRC National Assembly members, representatives of the Janne family, chairman, Independent Electoral Commission, representatives of the APRC Diaspora Branch, representatives of all political parties here present, ambassadors and representatives of consular and the diplomatic corps, representatives of human rights groups, representatives of both the print and the electronic media, fellow delegates of all the 7 regions, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am privileged and honored to stand here in this gathering to give a brief statement on behalf of the National Organizing Committee of this Congress. We could recall that it was 22 years ago that members of this great party first met at a Congress to select a party leader and a presidential candidate. Since that year, the APRC have continued to convene once every 5 years to take stocks of the past events, identify challenges, and make recommendations for a way forward. In this event, delegates resolved in selecting a party leader and a presidential candidate. Mr. Chairman, the 3-day meeting here in Bwiam Fonyi Councillor is indeed a continuation of that tradition. However, there is something different about today, about today's event. And that's something special about it. Do you know what that is and why it is very special? Our party founding father and leader, His Excellency, Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. Yaya A.J.J. Jammeh Babili Mansa, is today not here with us in person but in spirit. It's special because despite his being absent as the party leader, we are able to steer the affairs of our noble party and uphold the principles of unity, self-reliance, and progress. Our presence here today is one additional bit of evidence that those principles of unity, self-reliance, and progress always championed by our party leader, Professor Jame, will not be ever deferred. We are competent and above all, united to make this day possible, and together, yes, we can. Now that we are faced with this physical vacuum of our leader, what in the world am I supposed to say? I could easily spend this time praising the accomplishment of our party, which is glaringly visible throughout the country, and attack the coalition government. But I choose not to do that. I could list the many challenges and problems the Gambia is currently enduring, as well as list the problems which cause the people to feel cynical, feel angry, and frustrated. Problems which include lack of integrity in this coalition government. The feeling that the individual no longer counts. The reality of material and spiritual poverty. The feeling that the Grand Gambian democratic experiment is failing or has already failed. I could recite these problems and then could sit down and offer no solutions. But I don't choose to do that either. The citizens of the Gambia expect more. They deserve better, and they want more than a recital of problems. We are a nation in quandary about the present. We are a nation in search of our future. Gambia has definitely lost its future. We are people in search of a national community. We are a people trying not only to solve the problems of the present, but also unemployment, inflation, and lack of security. But we are attempting on a larger scale to fulfill our promises to the Gambian people. We are attempting to fulfill our national purpose to create and sustain a society in which all of us are treated equal. Throughout the history of our 2 decades rule in the Gambia, when people have looked for new ways to solve their problems and to uphold the principles of this nation as enshrined in our national anthem, that all may live in unity, freedom, and peace each day, let justice guide our action towards the common good. Many times, they have often turned to the APRC, because there is where is hope. What is about the APRC the people use when they search for ways to save their future? Well, I believe the answer to that lies in our concept of governing. Our concept of governing is derived from our view of our people. It is a concept deeply rooted in a set of beliefs firmly etched in the national conscience of all of us. Now, what are these beliefs? First, we believe in the equality for all and sundry. This is a belief that each Gambian, regardless of their background, has equal standing in the public forum. All of us believe in the idea so firmly because we are an inclusive rather than an exclusive party. Let everybody come on board Mobe Balou. It is no accident that most people in the Gambia identify the noble APRC party because it is a heterogeneous party made up of Gambians of diverse background. We believe that the people are the source of all government power. and that the authority of the people should be extended and not restricted to a few. This can be achieved only by providing each citizen with every opportunity in the management of government. We believe that the government, which represents the authority of the people, not just one interest group, but all, has an obligation to actively seek to remove those barriers which would block individual achievements, obstacles emanating from tribe, religion, sex, or economic condition. We are a party of innovation. The APRC party is a party of innovation. We do not reject our traditions and the way we do things, but we are willing to adapt to a changing circumstance. And when changing, we must be willing to suffer the discomfort of change in order to achieve a better future. We have a positive vision for the future found on the belief that the gap between the promise and reality of Gambia can one day be finally closed under the stewardship of the great APRC party. This, my fellow delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, is the bedrock of concept of governing. This is part of the reason why Gambians have turned to the APRC party. These are the foundations upon which a national community can be built. Let all understand that these guiding principles cannot be discarded for short-term political gains. They represent what our APRC party is all about. They are indigenous to the APRC ideas, and these are principles which are not negotiable. Last but not the least, let there be no illusion about the difficulty of forming this kind of national community. It's tough, it's difficult, and it will not be easy. But a spirit of harmony will survive in the Gambia only if each of us remembers that we share a common destiny. Each of us remembers when self-interest and bitterness seem to prevail that we share a common destiny. I have confidence that we can form this kind of national community. I have confidence that the APRC can lead the way. I have the confidence that we can do it. Aluta Kontura, Allah Baraka. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was the statement from the first deputy party leader, as you can hear, interim, to summarize in Mandinka. It's a lengthy speech, and like I said earlier on, so our invitees were here on time, so we really need to do justice to them. Membota diamola wolemu na nyaton kola nola flanjamoti. Ako mbeba kalama ko nyinan sanji muang aning fula safono seruko sanji muang aning fula na patio meya lonko wolemo ala presidential candidate ka bring abota jang aketanung challenge malafa fulanum angale ka wala bara akanatam aketanum kole akoti purunga kuol sambano komi nyanta sambano la nyame bare wonyawonya nyata kole akol fana sutele kabringa o kole akol sute nsitale ngaje ko o kole akol meni alonko wollem bantam bilolti mbe tambilela no nyaadile ako albakalam lako kalam talako nyimiti no me alonko wolebe bwiam tan ka kontinelem na adolu to anina politiko tamandiri nyato bare wonyawonya fatam falsa obije fato bijele aka kennu nyame anabe keri nyame bare o matinna man asambano ko nyanta sambala nyame akombe ya lonko mi ya lonko wole nyi patio nyaton ka nyaton ka yanu donc atele moti fana me nyi patio la fonno bangolo mi ya lonko wole mu his excellence c'est professeur Alhaji Dr. Yahya Ejeje Jammeh Babel Mansa bi tilola amantaram kono amola bare asondomo wo ben kono jande mune wo sabu ala tarabaliya jang be manfili me yatina mantanan kono bare be yalon ko ala tamandirinya ala miralnya anala nganiol anala hameo kurunga kemmoti melon ko be taralam fambulu ngam fan sambano ngam fanno wali yatina hanim be amenu bula ko ala korewo wol fana la lonka ngam wodi adun nata janne kotoke kaje ko ntol mu molleti men yalon ko dol mu particulier dingol leti woton tol nyatale ala o milar kendo kaje ko ngawo sikandi santo wolam ka wo champion amanke ka fuko ala tarabaliya jang ay kenole bula keno me yalon konte mosoto nola membe o place o fala ako manke kuti me yalon ko wole be keri ako nze nyim fana kalamta ko kallo ka tentu ka jay ala ke kolla wal mu kuleti me yalon ko a nyankale bayri aya bana janne mo be nya bala woto a hamonu ka kontine wo do ku kendolula bare amanna ke wonyama ala e falindiro ke man sakunda nata si e ka fo meye coalition government akon se sino nun jang nsafo e koliyakol sein komolu nasolu me yalon ko wole keta bara manjalala me mo banko dingol leti me yalon ne membe keri nun kunun ani membe keri bi nyatota membe keri nun kunun fole be keri bi fote keri bobula la molu bulu idol famo ya jubi ako ndol mo banko leti banko me yalon ko mbe fambulu banko me yalon ko na nyato ndol famo le nyanta sila nga mira nga tamandi lafata nyame nga nyato soto wole mu self-reliance and sovereignty. For a taram fambulu, nga jube lafta taral nyame, and lafta kan na kol sabala nyame. Agoni tata ya jube, safarola karola, B, membe kering, fondung, akalafale, faka talale, mbe yalone. Na kodo fanang, faka sele, faka ji, mbe yalone. Tanko bunda, nyato tabije, manke obije, mbe yalone ñinu be mu kulete men yalon ko la hidol lemnu meno dita banko dingol la jandimbe dinol ngarte fayola wala hidol timmandita e man timmandi oto be obula la gambia dingol bulu e tol fango ya mira yake kiti telalti ako wati jama inatankan ikanankan nanyala me yalon ko akanna ko tamandiro ko le andimbulu bare wonya nyama Aprc be lori ngam fula simola Aprc be lori ngam danke nyari ana be landing nako alafta menkela aba kendi nola akontol lata men na wolemu nga kanyang mbenga dem mbenga kanyang mbenga dem kanyang nyinkama nako mbemu banko dingoleti nga den nyinkama nako femfen nata anyanta jela ko banko dingo fanna men nyanta sotola wo fanna ya soto bala man nyanta fatam fawso natila ako mbe ya lonko na nyaton ko mo moleti alota nyinna kaje ko nyanta si fatam fawso baylale nyanta nendiro baylale nyanta kajafiro baylale kalo ke la nyaton ko kajafi wo mu fenneti me ya lonko mobilisation general ya fojane na force deputy party leader fana muta ka kumol fana bambande komi nga faale nyame kiba ko kuma kamo nyin jam fata bake nin komba be fola ibaje la mita wati jama be ta wati jama batala woto wo kamala mbali be tentula mbali jayla alla la moy ko nyimala nin ala yake conference delegation nin conference o start anyama nyim bebe kala fenniti melo ko be mulla kan killing pour ka kibaro dilalla ka fahamro dilalla pour alsalo muni al sijang ani al nyanta munekela bi kata sama jandin janjaw be kala At this juncture, before I invite on my list the official opening of the Congress, and I don't need to make mention who is supposed to do that. But again, I want us to remember an individual in the APRC party, somebody who led his life from July 1994 to date. He has manned many positions in West Coast and in North Bank. He has been a role model to some of us, the young ones, who still believes in the principles of the APRC. He is unshakable. He sits at a corner, give information, and it goes viral. Every APRC militant is moved by what he says. And he is somebody who also believes that one has to believe in yourself. One has to believe that you have the solutions to your problem. You must have the aspiration, 99%, and inspiration is only 1%. He was a field marshal in the politics. Recently, he was chased all over by the press when he wrote to say, I want to take a back seat. It was misinterpreted. The interpretation was that he is now going out of the APRC party. But I believe today, he has proven all skeptics that he is today APRC 1 million times. He is no other person other than Field Marshal Bakso Jaite. And Congress delegates, I want to share with you this information. He may not be with us. He's also in the diaspora. Very supportive to the APRC party. Financially, he stretches his muscles beyond reasonable doubt. He has given us support even up to yesterday. Who is this person? He is Obama Bagi, Gambian Obama. I now have the honor and privilege to invite to the podium. He was a National Assembly member for Talinding, or let me say for Serekunda East, then it was Serekunda East constituency for 20 years. He has also been the desk officer of Serekunda East constituency. He was of KMC rather. He is an accountant by profession. He was an accountant Nigerian Airways, he was their regional accountant. Nigerian Airways, he was their regional accountant. He also served as the majority leader and the leader of government business for 10 years in Parliament. He was a member of the ECOWAS Parliament. He was equally a member of the Pan-African Parliament. This gentleman is the current interim leader left to the Congress delegates. He is the current interim leader of the Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction. Who is this gentleman? He is the Right Honorable Alhaji Fabakari Tombong Jata.
Jabbar
Can we assume our seats quickly, please? Alisi, Ali la boy talk len ngeen deglu. Jeo ji la ko manji jantenor, anosana la ko ma jantenor. Momo yela sidulata yela boy. Ali sidulata Ali la boy. Nañ leen ñu toog, nañ leen ñu toog. Nañ leen ñu toog, wéccit bi du mën a am fii, dem leen ci gannaaw, doo leen ko mën a weccee fii. Dem leen ci gannaaw. Ngata koma, fani ngo koma jante. I now have the honor to invite the current party leader to read his opening statement.
Ministers own properties that can cost millions of dollars. What about somebody who has been on the seat for 22 years?
She's taken office. As I said, was alleged to have a primary school approximately worth millions of dollars were also acclaimed to be built at his hometown. A former state minister was also alleged of purchasing property to the tune of $10 million. We all heard those things. And most of those ex-ministers never declared their assets, as was expected of them before taking office. And we hear from people from everywhere that a lot of things are happening. People purchasing expensive compounds, sometimes here, sometimes in the neighboring country. Concerns continue to rise over the misappropriation of state funds and the lack of transparency surrounding donations. Earlier this year, the president announced the building of 60 mosques, 60 boreholes, and 40 vegetable gardens. When questioned about how this would be financed, he added that the money was already there and will be done through the Barrow Youth Movement. This is not in the National Development Plan, and the source of money has not been disclosed. It has also been reported by the media that President Adama Barrow donated $11 million to the annual Muslim pilgrimage. This was, however, later refuted by government spokesperson who claimed that this was a donation from Saudi Arabia. This has not, however, been confirmed. There are also reports of large transfers of money into President Adama Barrow's wife's foundation account, allegedly to the tune of $33 million. Remarkably, his wife and vice chairman of the foundation deny all knowledge of where this has come from. In addition, it has also been alleged that some government officials, as I said earlier, are purchasing properties. The irony of the situation, I remember, when Aprc was in government, we had a very vibrant anti-government press that will talk on every issue. But today, with all these challenges, in the new dispensation, we call on government and the people of the Gambia, and for that matter, all institutions in the Gambia, let's turn a new page. Let's turn a new page. We, as members of the APRC, we never said APRC was perfect, but nor will you see any political party or individual who is perfect. But we strive to identify our weaknesses, our shortfalls, and put corrective measures not to repeat them. And we expect this government to learn from those things and not to repeat those things, if they are genuine.
It has been reported by foreign reporters and journalists that the change of regime in the Gambia has given Gambians freedom of expression and speech, allowing them the opportunity to criticize government without fear. This, however, does not appear to be an accurate portrayal, judging by what has been witnessed so far. Not long after the change of regime, a foreign journalist was verbally and physically assaulted in the presence of 3 state ministers, Foreign Minister, Interior, and the Tourism. He was doing no more than expressing his view and asking pertinent questions. This cannot be deemed as acceptable, where there is freedom of speech. Yet these ministers failed to denounce or act on the situation. In addition, the Daily Observer, that was seen to be pro-APRC, has been closed because of financial areas with no opportunity given to come to an arrangement over a payment plan to clear the debts. On his Meet the People's tour, President Barrow denounced Gambian journalists and also raised concerns over the use of social media. He made allegations that some journalists demanded money from him to write positive articles about him. And I remember journalists came back for him to identify, yet we have not heard anything. Soldiers who opened a WhatsApp group, chat group, have also been detained for almost 18 months for opening and operating a WhatsApp group to express their opinions on the current affairs of the country. In addition, many people have been picked up over the past 2 years by police and are questioned over audios and other means of arresting concerns on the political dispensation. Many of these have been charged for their allegations and further been prevented from saying or expressing their views on the country's political situation. This does not reflect the freedom of speech which was envisaged. There have, however, been many additional audios shared where coalition supporters have expressed their opinions and views, in some cases inciting hatred and encouraging unrest, yet they do not experience the same recourse for their actions. I remember, I was called for questioning for what I said. Landimane was called for questioning for what he said. Omar Sane was called for questioning for what he said. Omar Toure was called for questioning for what he said. Lai Sen was called for questioning for what he said. And more often than not, these were responses to what people said. No other person, to our knowledge. Why only APRC? And we said, we agree, we are the most disciplined party in this country. We were forced, we are always being forced to react. And we stay back because we believe in God. But what we are saying is, there should be no selective justice. More heinous messages have been put on WhatsApp by people claiming to belong to the coalition. Are they above the law? In addition, we, the APRC, as the main opposition party, have not been given the opportunities to operate in a fine and fair manner. Our former political bureau was seized and closed. Our vehicles seized. In May 2017, despite the fact that we, the APRC, have never been accused of any wrongdoing. President Adama Barrow outlined in his inaugural speech on the 18th of February 2017 that all Gambians, regardless of tribe,
political or religious persuasion, must all come together to work as one people and one nation. He orders advice that the opportunity would be accorded to all political parties to operate on a level ground where no party would experience victimization. Freedom of speech and freedom to express one's views will also appear to be denied to Gambians who belong to the same region or tribe as former President Yaya Jammeh. Peaceful demonstrations at Kanilai have resulted in the killing of Haruna Jatta and the injury of some people, but they show no sign or sort of no investigation into the matter to our knowledge. But we remember the most recent one, Faraba Banta, there was an investigation and the report is out. Do we have one life more important than another life? 9 soldiers were arrested and detained on the 17th of March 2017 for a separate incident and are now facing trial. A young man is alleged to have died under police custody just like Solo Sunday, but the government showed no concern. The Kamfenda issue, if you remember the Kamfenda issue, in 2017, when the coalition people coming from independence stopped at Kamfenda checkpoint and found some Kamfenda young girls and boys shelling, there was a fracas. They were in their buses. They came down the buses and there was fracas. What happened? 50-something people from the village of Kamfenda were arrested. And not one person in the bus was not even called to the police station, much more arrested. What we understand by justice, the security here, when people come together and there's a fracas, you take all of them, ascertain the truth, then those you think are responsible, you do it. But only even people who were not on the scene. That place, there were only about 8, 9 people. Went to villages, mothers, pregnant mothers, nursing mothers, school children. 50-something people were picked and were detained. In the current dispensation, very few, I have not once read it in the papers. And we spent as a party over $200,000 to defend those people. Is that the democracy we are all catering for? So we ask Gambians, all Gambians, that we want a different Gambia, a Gambia good for all, irrespective of your political, regional, or tribal affiliation. This is what the Gambia we want. And this is the Gambia APRC will bring. Inshallah, we are coming to power. Since taking office, the government of Adama Barrow has also allowed health and education to decline. For the health sector, the former government would order bulk consignments of medication every 3 years. Their last consignment, that's the APRC government's last consignment, ran out earlier this year. Unfortunately, however, the present government has failed to put in place any strategies or measures to procure new stocks of medication, hence resulting in the current situation. Claims have also been made that there are no blood bags left in the hospitals due to the government's incompetence in handling healthcare issues. In addition, training of Gambian doctors has taken a backward step since the Cuban doctors who were training them were unable to return to the Gambia following their holidays in Cuba to continue their training program. Conditions in Gambia's hospitals are also deteriorating, with levels of cleanliness and sanitation causing real cause to concern. Lack of maintenance and the frequent interruptions of electricity and water supplies have exacerbated the problems. Recently, bottled water has even been bought to wash newborn babies and mothers after bath, where no running water was available in the wards. The current government just pays lip service to our development issues. As after 2 years in office, all ongoing projects are APRC projects, such as the Banjul Bara New Ferry, Lamenkono Pasamas Road Project, the International Conference Center, the Senegambia Dual Way, Basse Fatou Road Network, Basse Wuli Bridge Fatou District, where for the last three, the Basse Fatou Road, yes, we have not secured funds for it, but the feasibility studies were done. But what is clear, from Bara to Pasamas, that road is completely funded by APRC and Babylon. In his address, in the president's address, I heard him say that it's during his time that about 80-something kilometers of the Lamenkoto-Pasamas road was done. I wish he meant that. What is clear is the work has been contracted, the monies have been available, and the contract has been awarded, and work has started. We agree that the work will be completed during his time. But he knows very little or nothing about how those negotiations were done. We were then in Parliament. After having visited every part of the country, listened and learned from the people, I have been at first hand how most people have now regretted the change of government that have happened in 2016. Changing the slogan, Gambia has decided, to Gambia has regretted. I have also seen the rising aspirations and the need for change to meet our needs. Raising needs that are no longer just about change for the sake of change, but aspirations that are about higher standards tailored to people's individual needs. We need to change this government to continue to bring development to the people that our party is known for in the past 22 years of our rule, and to meet new challenges using insecurity and high cost of living so as to meet the people's needs and aspirations. We must renew ourselves as a party of change, for our mission has always been to be a party of progressive change. We became a government party for 22 years because we championed the need for economic and social change. We will be reborn because we believe that to change this country is not only to rely on donor conferences, but to believe in your people for self-reliance, for sustainable development. And let me tell you that the values of our party will always guide us. And honestly, this party is a party of conviction, which is that everybody deserves fair chances in life. It is our conviction that each of us has a responsibility to each other. Call it our moral sense. Call it our beliefs in civil duty. Call it the driving power of social conscience. And because these are the core values of our party, we must have more than a set of policies. We must have a soul. Wherever we find opportunity, denied aspirations, unfulfilled potentials, unrealized, where and when we find injustice and unfairness, there we must be. And it is our duty to act. That is why after the July 22nd revolution, in place of fear, our party ensured courage. In place of poor health system, our party ensured that the right to better health care by building more hospitals and training more health staff, including doctors. In place of education for a few, We made education for all by building more schools, the University of the Gambia, and making basic and secondary education free for all. In place of unemployment, we implemented the vision for full employment, and in place of food insecurity, we created Vision 2020 for food self-sufficiency, grow what you eat and eat what you grow. By giving out free farming materials, including tractors to women and farmers and youth groups, we currently are all seized by the government, rendering the government declaring drought and hunger in the Gambia. Distinguished delegates, esteemed invited guests, the APRC has the spirit of advancing economic progress and social justice that I wish to serve. So we will build on what has gone right, and we will continue on the successful reforms. And we learn from where we have made mistakes and never to do it again. If people think we will achieve our goals in the future by retreating to failed approaches of the past, then they have not learned their lessons. That I have learned in the last 2 years. But let us reaffirm that no matter your tribe, religion, or political affiliation, we are all Gambians, and every individual citizen has the right to rise as far as your potentials can take you. That's why our way of life is to reject the prejudice and discrimination by those who preach it. All of us share a responsibility to ensure that the coming years, the whole program of our party is founded on listening to the aspirations of our whole country and reaching out to our membership in every local community and have proper consultations between the National Executive Committee with the local structures so that we are ready not only to fight, but to win the next presidential elections. As a party, we have always shown that we succeed best when we reach out to our people who can be persuaded to share our values, who would like to be part of those who want to build a more just society, and that never let anyone tell you the choice of the next election. It is no other than the Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction, back to power. And I say to the people of the Gambia, once again, and to you all, that together, as we used to do, all the structures are here, from all the regions of the Gambia, males, elders, youths. We are assembled here for us together to map out our strategies that you will bless as the highest organ of our party. You will give the National Executive the directive as to what to happen in the next 1 or 2 years. We have busy programs for you, and we will be on discussions on those things today and tomorrow. Once again, I want to thank all of you, regional chairpersons, and all your delegates, youths, women, yai companies, youth groups, WhatsApp groups, all structures of the party who are represented here for sparing time to come to this Congress. On behalf of the National Executive Committee, we want to thank you. I now have the singular honor to declare the 6th National Congress of the Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction being held today, 15th of December 2018 at Bwiam, Fonyi Kansala, West Coast Region, open. I wish you a successful deliberation. I thank you.
thank you very much. I just have an announcement to make. I'm not going to go over the speech. I have to do justice to our invitees. They have other schedules and they have other engagement. As a result, I have to be fair with them. But what I want to say here is, we are going to close it with the national anthem. And in doing so, we are going to invite Landing Jaju, who translated the national anthem from English to Mandinka and from English to Jola. So once that is done, the party leader will take lead of our distinguished invitees. So all delegates must clear out from the way. They have to see them off to their respective vehicles. Then we come back for the second phase of the Congress, where we will give you what is to follow suit. So on that note, I now have the honor to invite Landing Jaju on the podium for the national anthem in Mandinka, then in Jola. Like I said earlier on, after that, we all take our seats. We allow the party leader to walk out our invitees to their respective cars. Nkamem fawalem, sani memenkela Landing Jaju kumandila, ate bankola fore ajulo, ayala Mandinka kangotole, ayala mandi ayala Jola kangola. Ni wayo ke fa pareta, momo membi jang, ibe dame be silale. Bare arse silo yele na nyaton ko be jila duma bul luntang bunyari wol mele alon ko wolle na ke danku kubandirola ase tambi wol nyato ke dandang ila motolto woto arse silo yele isaje tambinya ase sodia woto sanyi mbeselo bangola for ya julo landing bila wole la Mandinka kangoto na botaje ala Jola kangoto.
Baraka bage honorable Musa Amunyasi Gambia kamana ulubanko ngagadaga dogo ke anindua for besi balu kambengo kono taram famulonin kairo dumulbela alamati wiyanna manyalu kanta kata jamala nafalukan anin kanka fundin namosi mankilingoluma kahana madia konto yutandi ngangkani nalatang kampang mandrawala nalahi dono ngekuda kuda yandim ngafundi nyobala alatalla mansapa fogambia zara fofau donya kono Sumai fna kofna mama jona mo boy mukana molelal bedi majaka meti burum digana men bukanolal kana mutak man yisen batia bolelal nubata par kaina lal kalingek baliga bolelal nu unkulanal safarali ajamit akimi kayongat mi Gambia erino di malajan.
Alam para kapake sani molbe se la party leader se ji ase luntang atana luntang olu dandang ke samba ila motoluto bare momo be dawoda alisi meno be silo bara alisi no bula meno be silo tan alisi no bula driver le mede alon ko atolle luntang lati ala yalla motol position le bare man driver doluje momo ya lon ko e party leader le nati wala party leader representative ala make sure
He's now talking with Majanko Samsa of the NCP, and they are cracking jokes and moving on to each other.
I started you, but I'm not going to very much.
Now he's going to meet the Honorable Mama Kande of the GDC. Honorable Kande, they are exchanging
him. I told him. In fact, I talked to him about the schools, and here you are repeating.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
My brother.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I'm delighted that you personally
I will miss this, and I don't know how to miss it. And from here, I'm going to
Alicia Silola. Alipulo Kosi, Lutawal Bita, Alipulo Kosi, Tajulan Gani, Hilewil.
No, we are breaking 1 hour. We are breaking 1 hour. I don't want to announce it now. They will just.
Buying a plot can be easy, or maybe a tedious task sometimes, especially when you have so many real estate companies, agents, landowners, and even sometimes so-called landlords all calling to buy their properties. Getting the land is the easiest part, but owning the land with genuine documentation is the problem. We have seen unprecedented court cases of people going to court to settle land issues. If you're looking to buy a plot or a built home with no risk of stress, guys, look for the right real estate company. At EJ Investments, we don't just sell plots, we build communities, where any plot you buy from us comes with access to water, electricity, internal roads, and other social amenities. We guarantee you genuine contract documentations the moment you pay a deposit and a complete handover of your title deeds as soon as completing payment. We currently operate 3 projects in strategic locations, selling service plots and built homes in our estate 2 Jering Seafront, Sanyang Seaview Estate, and our Gunjur C4 Coastal Highway Estate. Our plots are affordable. From only $90,000, you can own a home at our Gunjur C4 Coastal Highway Estate. And from $200,000, you can own a home of your dream at our Sanyang Seaview and Lakeview Estate. Our 2 Jering Seafront Estate starts from $300,000. Plot sizes ranges from 20 by 20, 20 by 25, and 25 by 25. And we offer an option of 30% deposit and 2-year payment plans on all our estates. A beautiful home with peaceful and happy neighborhood awaits you at our project 2 Jering Seafront Estate, Sanyang Seaview and Lakeview Estate and Gunjur C4 Coastal Highway Estate. Call our office on 4464838 or 302-1056, which is also on WhatsApp. Email us or visit our website on ejinvestments.net to learn more about our projects. EJ Investments, we're fast in property.